East Idaho Newsmakers is brought to you by the Bank of Commerce, your bank of a lifetime.
This is East Idaho Newsmakers with Nate Eaton.
Welcome to East Idaho Newsmakers. Today we are on location at BYU Idaho in the Hart Auditorium. And joining us is Lexi Walker. We should call you child vocal prodigy, something like that?
I think Lexi's fine, but thank you.
Okay, for those people that aren't familiar with who you are, you've had quite a few hits online, and you started young. You started your career young, right?
I think about 11 years old was when it started off really fast.
It started off. And how did it start?
I got to enter a small school competition. A teacher came up and said, hey, email a recording of you singing the national anthem to this email address for a competition. And I'm thinking, oh, fun. I'm 10 years old at that point, and I sang the national anthem in the corner of the downstairs shower. And then we sent it in, and the next day they said, you won, you get to sing the national anthem at the Real Salt Lake game. And I'm thinking, what? It was a competition for my school district, all the way up through high school. So I was so surprised, and I got to sing the national anthem at the Real Salt Lake game, and then the next day, people just started calling me, and news agencies started calling us and having me come onto their show because the video had gone viral, I guess, on YouTube.
So you were 11?
Yeah, I was 11 at that point. When I did the audition, I think I was 10.
You were 10. And had you always sung growing up?
Yes, I did. My family, I mean, they like music, but it was mostly my older sister who was also a singer, and so I really looked up to her and would try and be like her, and I loved to sing, so I would just sing around the house and
So you sing the national anthem, you get picked up by the local news, you go on all the channels, and then what happens from there?
Oh, it happened so suddenly. We didn't really do anything. I remember people just started calling, and I would come and perform, and I got to meet musicians and work with them, and then Alex Boyer called my house and asked if I could be in a music video singing Let It Go. And I did that at the Ice Castles, and that was a phenomenal, wonderful, really fun experience. It was with One Voice Children's Choir as well.
Is that the moment that you think it kind of broke through, that you kind of really hit it to a new level?
I guess so. I was just excited that I got to do any of this. And I don't think I realized my passion for singing until I kind of started, and then I realized, wow, I really love doing this. And from there, I just kept doing what I was doing and just doing more and more and more of it, performing, doing small concerts, and then a little bit bigger, and then collaborating with other people, and now here I am, still having fun and learning. So
and producing more and more music.
Yes.
So you do the Let It Go with Alex Boyer, and it goes on YouTube, and millions of hits, millions of views. Did you think it would be that big?
No, I thought my grandma would watch it, and I'd be like, Grandma, check it out, I did a music video. And I think not just my grandma watched it. It was really, really surprising. Everything was a surprise, a pleasant surprise.
Pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
At what point do you decide to audition for America's Got Talent?
I think actually the producers asked if they found me.
They came to you. They said, we want you to come on the show.
If you could come on the show. Okay. And I went with the choir, One Voice Children's Choir, and soloed with them. We had so much fun. We made it to where we were singing at Radio City Music Hall, and it was just a wonderful experience that we got to learn from, and I got to be with all my friends the whole time. It was really, really fun. And
you sang with the One Voice Children's Choir. Yeah. At what point did you decide, I think I'm going to kind of break off and do my own thing now?
I think it was, I don't know, it's just shortly after that. I think I was already kind of doing my own thing on the side, and I just wanted, I think, because of the video and getting to know the choir, I was in the choir, and I was already still doing my stuff on the side, and then it just got a little too busy, and so I couldn't be in the choir full time. But I mean, I love One Voice. We still perform with each other from time to time, and yeah, I just started getting a little busy, and so I just started performing on my own too.
So you kind of launched your career, but a lot of people might not realize you're 15, and we're talking about a career here. I mean, sometimes those shouldn't you be, out, not on the playground, you're older than that, but how do you balance the music and getting too serious over here while trying to have a normal childhood?
I mean, I go to school full time, which is really fun and really busy. So I still get to hang out with my friends whenever I am at school. And then I still have to do the work that everybody else has to do. And I think just working hard is key in all of it, in balancing life. And my family is so supportive and so awesome about it that it's just totally normal. And it's never been weird. It's just been normal. And it's you know what? It's just like the other kids in their soccer games or the wrestling matches. It's just mine aren't wrestling matches, they're concerts.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of dynamic.
Now, you had a new single that came out just a few days ago. Tell me about that.
My brand new first original, Tiny Voice, did come out, and it was really cool to see it finally out. It was the very first song that I ever wrote.
You wrote it?
Yes, with Steven Nelson, who is actually, I think, the music director for Gentry, for everything Gentry does as well. And my good friend Anjanette Mickelson too. So we just kind of went into my living room and had a ton of food and just started monologuing and talking about, you know, ideas, and just wrote a song. And it was really magical, and it was really fun. And now it's out, which is super, super exciting.
And what's it about?
It's called Tiny Voice, and it's about everybody having a voice in the world, even if it's a tiny one or a humble one. It's saying, you know, used with kindness and love, it can become something powerful, louder and louder until you can hear it. And when I started to write it, I thought it was just about, you know, me growing up as a person, as an artist, in this tiny voice, because I literally kind of did in old videos have this tiny voice, and it's just grown louder and louder, and it's hopefully still, you know, growing. But then I realized it represents everybody. It doesn't just represent me, and I'm really excited that I got to finish it and to share it with other people. Hopefully people will be inspired by it.
It's available now. People can go online and right now, when the show's over, go check it out. So you said your sister was a big role model to you. Did you take voice lessons as a child?
Just on and off. I think when I visited, my grandmother is also musical, and she lives in California. Whenever I visited her, she would kind of correct me when I'm walking around the house, and I'd be singing like this with my really high voice, and she would be, sit up straight, you know, straighten up, and she would give me little lessons. So mostly from family members and things like that, or learning from my older sister.
But it's not like you went to a school or anything to be professionally trained.
Oh no, but after I started performing, I did get a voice teacher.
Okay.
So I do now.
But I mean, you were born with this voice. It's not like you spent every year from year 3 on, when you were 3 years old, doing this.
No, but I did sing around the house all the time. I don't know if I was technically correct, but I did love to sing, and I do love to sing. And I learned a lot from, you know, watching my sister and learning from my grandmother.
So at what point you do America's Got Talent with the choir, you're getting these local gigs. At what point do you think, wow, we might be able to take this up a notch and go on the road with Gentry, or do your own shows and come out with an album?
It's been so gradual and comfortable and organic. Realizations just come slowly, where you're thinking, wow, I could do this, you know, as more than just, you know, a small side hobby. It could be something. It could be a career. And then the word career really hit me. I'm thinking, wow, I could do this for the rest of my life. I could be doing my own shows. So the realizations just came slowly, and I'm thinking, you know what? I want to do this for the rest of my life, you know, whether it's in front of 1 million people or 10. I just love doing it. I love making music, and I plan on writing more music in the future. I know I have another original on my album. Tiny Voice will also be on the album that's coming out October 27th.
October 27th, new album?
Yeah, my very first full-length album, so it's really exciting for me.
We're going to take a quick break here. When we come back, we want to talk more with Lexi about some of the songs that might be on the album, and also how you keep your composure on stage, and any other advice you have for other boys and girls watching who may want to follow in your footsteps. So we'll be right back.
At the Bank of Commerce, we understand the hard work, determination, and sacrifice it takes to run a successful business. That's why we're here every step of the way to help make your dreams come true. The Bank of Commerce, your bank of a lifetime.
Welcome back to East Idaho Newsmakers. Today we're talking with Lexi Walker. You've probably heard her music or seen her videos online. She has a voice that is that came out just on October 26th. And 27th, a day early there. And tell me about some of the songs that are on there.
Okay, I have 2 originals that I wrote for the album. One's called Tiny Voice, which was out for a while before the album, and Once More, both of which I am so happy that they're out there, and I'm so proud of the messages that they share. I also have some, it's got lots of different styles. It's got collaborations with Gentry, Piano Guys, Jenny Oaks Baker on there. Really amazing people that I got to work with in the making of the album. They're all, family friendly. Some of them are Disney songs. Some of them are, have hints of Broadway. Some have a little bit of pop or jazz. I feel like it's just a mix of everything.
And something for everyone, it sounds like, from little kids to grandmas and grandpas.
Yes.
You mentioned a few of the performers you've got to sing with. Has there been one that you were really excited about? You're like, this is a dream come true?
Oh my gosh, all of them.
All of them.
I am such huge fans of, everyone's music and their personalities. I mean, I think I was really excited that Piano Guys wanted to, that we got to collaborate and do a song. It's What a Wonderful World. It's really beautiful, and I'm honored that I got to do it with them. But everyone, I can't highlight anyone specifically because Jenny Oaks Baker and Gentry, we're just such an honor to work with them.
Who's your dream? If you could sing with anyone, who would that be?
Oh my goodness, too many people.
Too many, not one, in case they're watching?
Oh my gosh. Michael Bublé.
Yeah?
I love him. Josh Groban. Oh my gosh, there's too many.
Okay, we'll tag them. Michael, Josh, call her up.
Hi.
Now, how about singing with someone? What about performing with someone? If you could perform, have somebody here in the front row. Is there someone that you've really respected that might not be musical, but that you would love to perform for?
Oh my goodness. I have no idea. It's usually, oh my gosh, I don't know. I admire a lot of different people. I don't know. I invite everyone to come, and I love having my family here.
That's great. That's great. Now, when you get on stage in front of a large group of people, this venue will be filled tonight, do you get nervous, or are you kind of used to it now?
I think it depends on the event. I don't ever get super nervous. I think for the most part, I don't really get that nervous, but when I do, we have kind of a family trick, actually. It was meant for piano recitals, but it's kind of carried into my singing career.
Can you fill us in, or is it a secret?
It's a little funny. You squeeze your bum.
There you go. Okay.
Because, it was first for piano recitals, and kids would be shaking. And I've done a piano recital, and it's scary. I'd much rather be singing than do a piano recital.
Really?
And you're shaking, and you're hunched over. But when you do that, you sit up straight, and you smile, because no one else knows what you're doing, but your family is laughing because it's funny.
And you're helping your body, I guess, maintain control.
Yeah, and great posture.
Okay. A few months ago, you did a video with Vocal Point from BYU, a Beauty and the Beast video, millions of hits. I think it was one of the YouTube trending videos, like in the top 5 for a weekend. How did that come about? And you, of course, were the star, right? You were Belle.
Oh my goodness. Everybody was amazing, and everybody had, a star moment. I guess, thank you for saying that. Yes, I was kind of playing Belle. It was really, really fun. I loved doing it. And actually, when we were filming it, we started at like 3 in the afternoon, I think, and we were dancing with the ballroom dance team from BYU, who are absolutely incredible. They're total champions because we were dancing all night until 5 o'clock in the morning. And the thing about that video is that it wasn't small takes that you could just pick and choose. It was large sections. And if you didn't get it right, that whole thing was scratched. And so we would do a whole take, and if there's one thing in there that you can't use it, you can't use it. You can't use the whole thing. And so we were doing that all night until 5 o'clock. And I had an easy part, but the ballroom dance team, just wow. They were such champions. They had perfect form the whole time. I was really, really proud of them.
It's an impressive video. You should check it out on YouTube if you haven't seen it. Just a few weeks ago, the LDS Church asked you to be a part of a worldwide satellite event for youth all over the world. Tell me, you and a few other musicians, right? Tell me a little bit about how that event came about and what happened.
It's called Face to Face, and it's meant for youth everywhere, meant to inspire youth. And I did it with Nicole Luz, who is from Brasilia, Brazil, and Madeline Page and Patch Crow. They are all just absolutely wonderful people. I loved getting to know them, and I was surprised by how sad I was at the end. I'm thinking, no, Nicole is going back to Brazil.
Yeah, it was over.
Yeah, and so I feel like the friendships that were made were really special. It's called Face to Face. It's broadcast everywhere, and it's still, on the internet now. It was a live event, but you can still see it. And they ask you questions from all over the world, and you just answer them. And it's just a heart-to-heart from youth to youth, and it was a really incredible and special experience.
You seem pretty level-headed and down-to-earth, where you've had quite a bit of success for a young age, and I imagine it'll only get bigger. How do you keep yourself grounded at the young age of 15 and not turn into a Justin Bieber or, somebody like that?
Oh, gosh.
Nothing against Justin.
Yeah. I have an amazing family, and all of my siblings are so fun, and they're not afraid to humble me when needed. I think that it's easy to be so grateful for everything that I have and all the opportunities that I've been given, and I realized that I should use those opportunities to share goodness and to uplift other people, and at the same time uplifting myself, because I love getting to know people and doing what I love and sharing what I love with other people.
So you're in your sophomore year?
Yeah.
You've had 2 more years of high school.
Yeah.
What's next for you? I mean, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Wherever it goes, I would love to, keep singing in whatever capacity, and it would be really fun to, dip my toe in Broadway when I'm older. I think that would just be a dream come true. I love going on YouTube and typing in karaoke songs from Broadway and going, "A Lovely Night," doing all those Cinderella songs, Wicked. I love all of those things. That really would be super fun. Just wherever it takes me, as long as I'm doing what I love. And I hope to continue to learn and to be a better musician in 5 years, to be a better songwriter. So we'll see, but I would love to keep on singing and performing.
This is what you want to do. This is you're living your dream, and you want to continue and grow.
Yeah.
Great. What would you say to other young boys and girls out there watching that think, man, I want to do what she's doing?
Don't wish to be like anybody else. Just do what you love to do, and do it in a way that can maybe help other people and inspire other people. Don't try and be anybody else, because it's never fun. Just be yourself.
Do you worry that sometimes, because you are younger, if you were to go into Hollywood or into a music studio, that you might be exploited, like children being exploited, things like that? And I'm not saying that's happened to you, but you hear about that, you read about that everyone's out to make a buck, and they would use your talents to do that. Is that a concern you have?
The people that I have around me as I, do what I do are so smart, and I'm so lucky to be surrounded and know the people that I do in the music business, and I'm sure that we wouldn't get to that point. And that's not really, it hasn't been a worry of mine so far. because I know that, ultimately the choices that we make, as to where we go and what we do are, mine and, the people I work with. So not a worry yet.
When you're in the car, what do you listen to on the radio? What do you listen to at home? What's your favorite type of music?
I'm such a nerd. I love classical music.
Like classical, any word singing, or is it just like?
Anything, really. I love orchestral. I love Vivaldi's Four Seasons, of course. I love operatic music too. Wow, but don't worry, I love pop music too.
I was gonna ask,
yeah, I love Broadway, jazz. I think the only thing I don't listen to all the time are country and hard rock metal. I don't listen to that very much.
But you have a nice musical palette that you're willing to choose from.
Oh yeah, I like anything and everything, but a lot of the time classical music and operatic music. I'm sorry if that sounds so nerdy.
That's what you sing though. I mean, you have, right?
I do. That is part of my repertoire as well, but I also love doing, I want to branch more into, Broadway, jazz, pop, and I always want to be well-rounded with my voice because I love all of it, and it's so hard to decide what you want to do all the time. So for now, it's a pretty broad range.
Well, good for you. You've got a lot going on. Of course, the single which came out, the new album which came out, the face-to-face broadcast which happened a few weeks ago. We'll link to that. And then, of course, the reason you're here in East Idaho is for your show with Gentry. And you'll be back. You'll be back at Christmas time. Tickets are available to see Lexi Walker as part of the Christmas concert, the big Christmas concert at BYU Idaho, which is always good and will be better this year because you'll be here. Lexi, thanks so much for talking with us.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We'll include some links to Lexi's Facebook page and Instagram and some of the YouTube videos, and thank you for watching.
East Idaho Newsmakers is brought to you by the Bank of Commerce, your bank of a lifetime.